What's going on, guys? We are back here with some more standard content on the channel, and I hope you guys like turtles, because we got a lot of them today. This particular deck list that you see in front of you, I was searching Twitter, trying to find some interesting things to play in standard, because, I mean, standard's maybe not the most interesting right now, but I came across this deck list from Twitter user Boomerang. And they had played this in, I'm pretty sure it was an RCQ. It may have been a Store Champs. I don't remember now exactly, but they did well in an event recently with this turtle deck. And there's a lot going on, a lot to love. I mean, who doesn't like turtles? So the deck is built around Fecund Greenshell, which is GG3 for a 4/6 reach. As long as you have 10 or more lands, your creatures get +2/+2. And then the important part here, whenever this creature or another creature you control with toughness greater than its power enters, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you can put it onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put it into your hand. So basically, I like big butts and I cannot lie. That's what we're doing here. So creatures that have greater toughness than its power. So Insidious Fungus, Azure Beastbinder, which is just a good card in the format, also happens to have more toughness than power. Clifftop Lookout, which is sort of a way to kind of smooth out your draws, make sure you can hit your land drops. And also, Clifftop pairs well with Splash Portal because you can cycle off of the Splash Portal when you flicker the Clifftop while hitting an extra land drop. Dreamdew Entrancer, I can't say enough about this card. It's just kind of does everything. If you need cards, it's cards. If you need to buy time, it's time. And it's also a 3/4 reach for 4 mana, so it blocks pretty well. Love this card. And I don't know if you've heard of this card. It's called Quantum Riddler. It's a weird new card that apparently nobody has played before. 4/6 flyer, and yeah, just draws you a bunch of cards. So what's really cool about Riddler is, yes, it is very powerful, and yes, it does trigger Greenshell, but the Riddler also kind of incentivizes you to play Splash Portal, because you want to be able to warp the Riddler and then portal it to flicker it to make sure the Riddler stays in play. Because if you portal the Riddler, the warp just goes away. You don't have to exile it at the end step. But again, now that you're playing Portal, now that you want to play Riddler and Portal anyways, you have more stuff to do with Portal, like stuff like Lookout, even flickering an Entrancer to draw additional cards, to stun your opponent's creatures for more turns. What's also nice about Entrancer is when you're pairing it specifically with Warp, right? Sometimes you warp a Riddler or a Vocalist and you don't have intention of Splash Portaling it. So you can just Entrancer the Warp card to get extra cards, and you don't really feel the downside because your Warp card's going to get exiled end of turn anyways. Or you can like Entrancer, counters in the Riddler, and then draw into Portal the Riddler, go from there. Speaking of Vocalist, there's only 2 copies in this deck, but every single time I drew this card, it was completely ridiculous. It basically just doubles up all of your triggers. And what's funny is that guess what, also has more toughness than power. So the Vocalist itself will trigger the Greenshell ×2, because when the Vocalist comes into play, it will trigger the Greenshell twice. And then it gives you like double Entrancer triggers, double Riddler, double Lookout, just everything. It's so good. There's some counter spells here. Well, this looks like a counter spell, but what if I told you it's not? Because a lot of the time I think you're going to be copying your own stuff with 3 steps. I made copies of Greenshell, copies of Entrancer, even a second Ouroboroid sometimes to just push through a bunch of lethal damage, which Ouroboroid also, guess what? More toughness than power. So yeah, really sweet deck here. Very excited to show you guys the games with this one. There's a lot going on, but this deck was a ton of fun, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy this video. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. You had the opportunity to nail it when you had the chance, and by not doing that, you're just kind of like you're opening up a whole new pot. Dude, why is there so much fucking mono red, man? Come on, man. complaining about VV one day, complaining about mono red the next day. There's just no winning, you know? I should have done so VV's ability costed at least some to activate. I mean, you want to know the truth? The easiest way to fix VV is just make it a tap ability. If they had made that card a tap ability, I'm not going to say it would be unplayable, but it would be very weak. Very, very weak. Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know that mono red's good against VV. I just hate playing against it. Because I played against it so much. I can appreciate their mountains. They got the Bob Ross Mountains. That's nice. They don't land off this bad. Okay, good. Huge. If mono red is a format solution, God help us all. I mean, this is the same thing that happened in the last format, right? Core Steel Cutter became the most broken thing that you could have done, and then everybody was like, oh, let's go ahead and, you know, let's go ahead and play mono red to beat the Core Steel Cutter decks. It's just like the same cycle of there's this broken blue-red deck, but the only way to beat the broken blue-red deck is mono red. It's not necessarily a bad thing, you know, like, at least there's something that can compete with it, right? Like, there's at least something, which is better than nothing. Do I have a link to the article? I do! I'm gonna pin this. Actually, mods, if we have a mod here, can you pin that article? Just be like, you know, article discussing ban cadence. If you could pin that for me, mods. Please and thank you. Do we have any mods? Do we have any mods in the chat? Please and thank you. Can I get a mod check? Can I please get a mod check? Mod check. Thank you. Mod check, mod check, mod check. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, so basically, for people who are just tuning in, to give you a TLDR on the article, the TLDR is effectively, why are they doing this? The TLDR is they're changing the cadence to doing it once every set release as opposed to their previous... See, okay, here's what I don't understand, right? So they told you that they're doing it once per set release, right? But in doing it once per set release, didn't they also, like, specifically mention that they're still not doing ban announcements? Like, what they consider to be an emergency is anything that is outside of that yearly window. So, like, I guess what I'm saying is sort of, what is the point? What exactly is the point of doing it once every set release if they're still going to be like, oh, we're only going to change standard once a year in case of an emergency? You know, like, like this is, it's not coincidental that we've had 2 emergencies, quote unquote, in the past 4 months. You know, like, this is just a product of the cards that they're printing and them making more powerful cards. Like, this is just going to keep happening. We can sit here and say, oh, well, hopefully they don't print more broken cards. But, like, again, it's happened twice in the same year. How often in recent memory can you remember a standard format having to have emergency bans twice in the same year? Like, I mean, it's Eldraine, right? This is just Eldraine all over again. Yeah, it's also back-to-back sets. Like, it's not even like there was a period of time where, like, a set happened, metagame churn, then another set came out, and it was one card that broke it. This is just back-to-back sets. Granted, nothing in EOE seems to be broken, but, you know, it's like, I feel like once it happens twice in the same calendar year, the term emergency just loses a little bit of luster. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, at what point do we stop calling this an emergency and just, like, business as usual? I'm totally fine with crazy broken card design if they ban accordingly. See, you shouldn't be, though. I don't think you should be fine with that. Because that, like, if we're in a situation where they have to, like, emergency ban a card 3 times in a year, like, after every other set, like, that's not good for the outlook and the future of Standard. Like, that's not something that should be happening on this regular of an occasion. Yeah, hot take. I would rather cards not be broken than be broken and then be banned. Weird, I know. Wait, it's still a lizard? God damn it. This card sucks. They also still have counters on them. And they were going to have counters on them anyways. You don't have a third one, do you? Okay. Well, I mean, I don't want to draw cards, so... It's not like every guy in your LGS can buy 4 VVs for an armored leg, then they get banned. Yeah, okay, I understand, like, this is maybe not the point of the argument, but I will say, with regards to specifically VV, I actually don't think it's that big of a deal. Just because VV still has a ton of commander value, and you know what I mean? Like, I think VV still has a ton of commander value, and the value of VV is not going to tank that much. You know, maybe it goes down a little bit, but it is still a commander card. You know what I mean? And it's a mythic rare, popular set, etc., etc. Like, I think in terms of prices, I think VV is going to be fine. I'm not super worried. It's like the same thing when the ring got banned, you know? The ring got banned and it went up in price. That's just what happens with commander cards. Yeah, it's good in Pioneer, good in Modern, good in Commander. Fuck, maybe it's good in Legacy, I don't know. Splash Portal. I could take the greedy line and portal the lookout, but that's kind of bad if they have a kill spell. I guess if they have a kill spell, I can counter it. I don't want to do that, but I can. Okay. Love to hit a land off the Greenshell trigger. Land would be huge here. Although, wait, have I played a land for turn yet? I don't know if I have. Sick. Play Beastbinder or hold up Counterspell? I think hold up Counterspell. In case they draw Nemesis. Although they do have the Soulstone. Yeah, maybe I have to play the Beastbinder, actually. Because now, at least, if they play Nemesis, I can take a hit from it and then Beastbinder it the next turn. So it's not, like, super threatening. For people who don't play Commander, maybe losing their decks more often. Yeah. Like, okay, look. If Viva gets banned, you can't play any blue-red deck. What the fuck? Whereas, like, at least... So this is another reason why I thought they would consider banning Cauldron. Because if you ban Cauldron, at least people can still play their VV decks. Right? That VV does not lose a ton of stock, and all of the blue-red cards that people invested in can still be played. But again, it's risky because if you ban Cauldron and then VV still ends up being a problem, you're fucked. Like, there's there's no explanation for that, you know what I mean? Like, that's a bad look. The Portal. Maybe I should be stepsing the Greenshell, but I kind of want to counter a Nemesis. Ooh. Okay, how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I can afford to hold up Counterspell here, because I'm taking way too much damage from the Burnout. Because I can't really block the Burnout here unless I play a Greenshell, because then I can double block Burnout, block this. Take 2, go to 4. I'm not really in a good spot here. I am kind of in a sketchy position. Yeah, I guess I could make an instant speed Greenshell. Okay. As long as they don't draw a burn spell, that does not kill me. Okay, so... yeah, let's double block this guy, block this guy. Take 2, go to 1. I mean, obviously it's sketchy, but... why didn't they just cast the Burst Lightning pre-combat? I was at 4, wasn't I? I could have countered the Lightning Strike, yeah. I guess that is true. I could have countered the Lightning Strike. Yeah, I'm just going to put back this. VV flavored lemonade? You bet your ass I am. Alright, play a 2-drop, and then die. Yeah! Can I get a Rip Bozo? Can I get a Rip Bozo? God, it feels good to be on the play and have your elf not die. Sure. I don't know about that, Chief. I think that might have been a tilt attack. Not so sure about that one. You like the sound of VV flavored lemonade? We should start a lemonade stand. And then all the VVs from people who get their VVs banned in standard, we can use those at the lemonade stand. You know what I mean? I think I'm just doing this. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. 0, I guess, right? So they can't trade for the elf. You think they'll try and get rid of Cauldron and keep VV? See, I thought that was initially going to be the case as well. But there was a piece in this recent article that says, we believe that we will likely take action in November. VV is warping standard, the standard format, and VV is warping the standard format and likely needs to go. So, like, with except for the fact that they explicitly called out VV in the article, I would have agreed with you. But I don't know. I think that is less likely now, you know. Right, like they explicitly called out VV, you know. The one pixie is good to be able to tutor with Starfield Shepherd. When I was playing Starfield in Standard, the pixie came up quite a bit, so it might be beneficial to play a pixie. But other than Pixie, I don't really know, like, there's not a ton of other ones. Giant Killer, maybe? Giant Killer could be a good one drop to search up as just a kill spell. That could be nice. Why are we warping Halia? They just wanted to go +2? Okay. Yeah, I think Killer is good. I do like that card. Alright, your turn. Sorry, my bad. I didn't know I was muted. Yeah, I don't know how this matchup is going to go, because we're not playing removal spells. We can at least dump the hand before we get to the Rizzler. Go. Good thing Rizzler is broken. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like that. I really do not like that. I mean, I guess they don't have a ton of good blocks this turn. I mean, if they put everything in the Ouroboroid, they kill that, but they lose the Elspeth if they do that, so... Cool with that. I think we're maybe in an okay position if they don't play Day of Judgment in their deck, but unclear if they have that card, you know? I mean, it looks like they don't have a kill spell for Riddler, so they get to kill the Elspeth this turn. And that is good. No, they couldn't Elspeth minus. It was at 2. I mean, now I just hold up the counter spell, right? You want to copy the Ouroboroid? There's no reason to do that. There's absolutely no reason to do that. I'm just going to hold up my counterspell for the rest of the game. Seems to be like that is the winning line. It also took 16. I guess warping was kind of free there. There is simply no escaping the Ouroboroid. See, the people who play Lifegain think they can gain enough life to outpace the Ouroboroid. That shit just never materializes. Like, you just can't do that. They didn't even wait to see them put the counterspell on the stack. They're just off it. Okay. What do we do against mono white Lifegain? Probably want some number of counterspells for Elspeth. Like, in addition to the 3 steps, rather. I don't know if I want to cut many of this, though. Maybe just, like, Fungus for Negate. Try that. It took a lot out of me, but it was a fun match. It was definitely a fun match. Behind. Is the sand good? I think. Shababa, thank you for the 7. Appreciate the resub. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. stinky ads, be gone. Ooh, the Lynx. We got a Lynx gamer over there. A Lynxer. Yeah, we talked about that. Is that still a pinned message? It is, yeah. We did talk about that earlier. It is kind of funny that I made like an entire video talking about what I would like, what I suggested for the ban. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but basically, I was like sort of the opinion that they could potentially just ban Agatha's Soul Cauldron and move on. And then they posted this article, and they're like, by the way, we're thinking about banning Vivi. So it kind of like just sort of destroys my whole theory. Which one of you fuckers becomes a vanilla? This would be a 4/4. But both of these gain life anyways, so it kind of doesn't really matter if I target these, because they can still trigger this anyways, so I guess this. Doesn't feel great, but... You should ban the design mistake. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily obvious which one of those qualifies as a design mistake. I don't think I want to let them have that. The one with 0. Look, like I said, you know, I think that is a reasonable stance, but again, maybe a hot take, but I kind of think that Vivi is fine without Cauldron. I don't know. I feel like I'm the only person who thinks that, but... The issue is, it's certainly, like, it's very, very risky to ban Agatha's Soul Cauldron and leave Vivi around, right? And it's certainly less risky to just ban the problematic card, but... I don't know. I think Vivi does some interesting things in the prowess deck, and there's like when Cauldron is not. So here's the big issue, right? The biggest problem with Cauldron Vivi right now is the fact that your removal spells just don't matter. At the end of the day, you cast a removal spell on your opponent's Vivi, and it's like it's worse for you when you play a removal spell than just leaving it in play, and that obviously feels bad. But I don't know, man. Like. Again, I'm still of the opinion that just casting Vivi for 3 mana is totally fine. I don't have a problem with that. But again, there is certainly a possibility that, like, if you take that stance, maybe down the road Vivi ends up becoming a problem anyways, and it obviously feels bad if you ban Cauldron now and you end up still having to ban Vivi anyways. Like, obviously that sucks. You know, I get that. Kind of need cards here, don't I? Okay. Innocence. Okay, I mean, I didn't really need more counter spells. Alright, well, we'll start using these, I guess. This might be bait, but I'll fall for the bait. Why did they just guess that first? I guess if they cast that first, I just counter it, yeah. I hate Voice of Victory, man. I only hate it when I'm playing counter spells, obviously. Ooh, okay. Well, I guess we're tapping out now. Alright, don't kill my turtle. Do not touch my shell. I repeat, do not touch my shell. But yeah, I don't know. Like in the prowess deck, the people who tap out for VV on turn 3, like those people are fine. As long as they don't have a card that just later in the game says, oh, I spend 2 mana and I add 20 mana to my mana pool. Like that's where it gets broken, obviously. That's where it becomes way too much. Yeah, I mean, Cauldron is good for other reasons too. Like there's obviously the graveyard hate aspect of it, that it's like when Cauldron is the best deck, it feels really hard to play a graveyard-based strategy. Like that, there's also something with that too. Like that feels bad, but I don't know if that's as big of a problem, you know? I feel like I'm not in a good spot here. Well, I mean, I'll do this. That. And then just make a copy of Greenshell. Hope this is good enough. I mean, if we get a turn, then we might be okay. But it's not clear that we're gonna get a turn. We're also gonna have to deal them a lot of damage. They're gonna gain like 20 life this turn or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Entrancer has reach. We probably have to chump block the Exemplar this turn. Yeah. This is gonna be a really, really weird game. I think we're favored. I think. But I'm not 100% positive. I mean, they're at 40. You know, there is that. I could take a hit. Take one hit. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So I should probably start with Vocalist and Entrancer and just lock down Exemplar Channeler. Let's do that. I do have to be a little bit careful about decking. Like, that is certainly something that I have to at least keep in mind. Tap this, tap this. I certainly don't need more cards. I'll tell you that much. We get a library count, 31? We should be fine, right? Just play it super safe, no attacks this turn. Because I'm going to try and just kill them in one shot, I think is the plan. Which might be a little difficult, given that they're at, 40 life, but... we certainly have some amount of... good thing my cards have reach. Okay, well that proves... that provides another problem. Because we have to try and kill the Elspeth, which I don't know that we can do. Could have left Negate up. I mean, they have voice anyways. Doesn't matter. Oh my god. Okay, so I can lock down 6 of their creatures. 8 of their creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, do I just have lethal? 5, 10, 24, 5, 47. Can I play the Greenshell as well? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah, I just have lethal. Wait, no. No, I don't, because I can only lock down 6 of their creatures. Right. Ouroboroid. Well, the Ouroboroid is not lethal. I need to find another splash portal, basically. I think that does it too. I think that does it too, right? So do this for 2. Yeah, that should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Which is enough to go Portal, Portal, and Ouroboroid. So Portal this. I do have to be a little bit careful about not decking. I do have to be really careful about that. We decking? We might. Library count? We'll get to that part in a second. I don't think we're decking, right? I have 13 in deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. So Portal this. Yeah, the only card that makes us draw a card is the Portal. But the thing is, you draw off the Portal before the Greenshell triggers. So even if you have no library, you like draw your last card, and then you resolve 6 Greenshell triggers that just, you know what I mean, don't end up doing anything. So it's fine. We're gonna win with an empty library. That's cool. Zero cards in deck. Oh, baby. I mean, they were at, what, 47 life, and we went to minus 33? That was quite the game. Do I play this on Saturday? If you got the cards, man, I'm telling you. This deck feels nice. I might even be able to play it too, because I did buy my other 2 Riddlers. Because I knew I was eventually going to have to do that anyways. I mean, even just ramping into a turn 3 hardcast Riddler is still pretty good. Stoka. So we're definitely going to get Wrath next turn. So I think I just want to empty my hand a little bit. Just go like this into Beastbinder. Like I don't really care if they rat this board. I've gotten value out of the lookouts anyways. Yeah, sure. Just could not really care less. Maybe it was better to just hardcast there instead of using the portal. Not sure. I think I'm going to save the other ones, though. No, this is fine. I'll use one more. I thought for sure it was going to be a commander expensive card. Oh, Greenshell? Yeah. Yeah, don't look at the price of Riddler, though. Do not look at the price of Quantum Riddler. You're not going to be very happy when you do that. So we can play around No More Lies. So I guess I'll just hard cast so I can draw 2. Because if I play the one from exile, I still have 2 in hand. Elf, I guess? Is that good? I don't think it is, right? Because I'm just going to hard cast the third one anyways. Yeah, I don't think that's very good. I just kind of want to find a Greenshell at this point. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be mapping because I want to empty my hand before I play the last Riddler. And every time I map into another land, that's like longer for me to empty my hand before I play the Riddler. It's a good pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I'm pretty content by just not casting the Riddler. Just hit for 6, hold up counterspell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. 3, 4, 5. I should have played an untapped land, right? So I could do 3 steps for all 3. Guess this is also fine. Brother, I'm not doing anything. You're gonna have to answer this battlefield. They gotta have something, right? This is interesting, because they only have white mana available. I think I still just let it go, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I can go counter copy and pay for No More Lies. I guess the disaster would be Day of Judgment 3 steps ahead, but then I can still just resolve the other Riddler. I think this is okay. I'm gonna let it go. I'm mostly surprised by the lack of Ice Till in this deck. The weird thing about Ice Till is you do, like, you've seen a couple of times throughout these games, we do frequently go down to, like, barely any cards in deck, and I think there's a high likelihood with Ice Till that you just deck yourself. And I don't want to do that. I guess I'll fight over this. I guess fighting is bad if they have Get Lost. Okay. Because they just Get Lost the Riddler and then let the basic get countered. It still isn't that bad, though. Ooh. You're at 9? I mean, I'll cast that. I almost want to portal the Greenshell, try to hit a land, and then I can go land from hand, Riddler, draw 3. Yeah, let's do that. It's a little risky, because if this hits a spell, it's kind of bad, but... Okay. Does that change things? I mean, it lets me go deeper. Okay. Hit for 6. So I'll play the elf. I don't really care if it dies. Alright, your turn. Did I talk about the ban article? Yeah, we talked about that for a little bit. I mean, it is certainly a step in the right direction, and I can appreciate that. I just don't think it... I think it's like... I don't think it's enough. Like, having having a ban announcement tied to every single set is good, right? Not quite like once a month that I was hoping for, but the issue is, and you sort of saw that in the article, they're still very adamant about trying to only change standard once a year, like during that, rotation period, and I just don't think that's a good idea. I think that's where my issue lies. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. So 12 would be enough to go... I mean, I guess we just go Vocalist Entrancer. Yeah, Vocalist Entrancer, tap down 2 things. And that's probably good enough. It's got to be close to good enough, right? I guess maybe not if they just have a kill spell for the Greenshell, because then the elves are no longer lethal. Yeah. Consult. Okay. But now if they consult into a counter spell, they counter... I guess they could hit counter Get Lost, counter the Entrancer, Get Lost the Riddler, and then go... eat, chump, chump, not die. So that could keep them alive if they have Counterspell and Get Lost. You're gonna need something, Steve. You're gonna need something. I mean, to be fair, they wanted to hold up the demolition field anyways, because I had the land. Is there any reason to play the Greenshell? Well, I could warp the Riddler. That's pretty good, right? Because I'll still get a double trigger off the Vocalist. I have 4 mana left over. I think it probably just makes sense to go to combat here. Because I'm no longer in a position that I can play a spell and hit a Dreamdew Entrancer. Fungus, destroy treasure. Why would destroying treasure matter? I mean, if they have a Get Lost, they have to kill the Riddler anyways, right? So there's like, if I blow up the treasure, they just Get Lost the Riddler in response. It just doesn't change that much. Yeah, I mean, they're not dead, but I don't know how the hell they're getting out of this. How many cards? 23? 23. I could throw out a Beastbinder. I'm cool with that. Alright, your turn. Like, even if they Wrath me, I have 5 cards in hand, 2 Riddlers in exile, a Vinestalk in play. Like, it just... Like, how much does that even matter, you know? Yeah, sure. Are we playing Brawl? It sure feels like it. Can I get a library count? 20. All right, we do have to be a little bit careful about that. A little bit careful about the library count. Just a little, though, not too much. 4, 5, 6. I have 11 other mana. Cast this for full. Yeah, honestly, just finding more Vinestalks is good. 3, 4, 5, 7 now. 17 in deck. I could play one more spell this turn, I think. Just play the Fungus. Land Swing. They have 2 demo fields in play. But I think I might have enough mana to animate 3 Vinestalks next turn. 15. Let's go one more. Let's go one more. Maybe this last creature is kind of pointless, but it's just to make sure. I'm not going to play anything else, though. I'm going to save the maps, too. All right, your turn. So how much mana would I need to animate 3 Vinestalks? Be 15 plus the Vinestalks, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I could just animate 3 Vinestalks next turn. And presumably they can only field 2 of them. Can you imagine up the beanstalk with Riddler? The next spell cannot be countered. I wasn't going to do that anyways. You think I play counter spells? Dude, I just want to play... I want to play Beanstalk and Riddler. You could do that in Pioneer. Should have drawn a card, but I'm lazy. Okay, they have 1 card in hand. I mean, I'm gonna go for it, right? Because their last card would have to be Get Lost. Triple Vinestalk. Jesus Christ. This deck just never runs out of mana. Alright, Annul. Let me look at their deck list again. Not really a ton of artifacts or enchantments. But obviously the counter spells are good. Cut like this stuff. I think last time I cut the Beastbinders as well. And I think I boarded in Flood Maw the last time. So I guess we'll do that. Opponent has a cool name. Are you only saying that because your name is also Steve? It's a good draw. I mean, that's fair. I'm not like, you know, I'm not making fun of you for doing that, but that is a fair assessment. We can do Beanstalk, Riddler, and Pioneer, I guess. Papaya. Papaya. Do 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 do. Overlord. Overlord. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Song request. All right, I got you. Yeah, if you do a song request today, chat, you got to tell me in the chat because it's doing that thing where I can't see them in the chat window. So just let me know. And then I could check to confirm. All right, in the queue. I mean, I wanted to go Vocalist this turn, but if I Vocalist, if I warp this, and Portal, I can't hold up Negate. So I guess we'll just do this. It feels a little bad, but it's not the worst. I'm not getting as much value out of it, but I mean, it's fine for what it is. Can we break VV in Pioneer? I'm sure we could. I mean, okay, how bad would it be if you just took the standard VV Cauldron deck and just played it card for card in Pioneer? Like, it really can't be that bad, right? Like, I just refuse to believe it's bad. Yeah, you get Steam Vents too. That is fair, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I mean, I'm gonna do this now. They do get to Wrath me now for whatever that's worth, but I'm at least up 3 more cards here, so I think it's fine, even if they Wrath me. Okay, yeah. I think we'll be okay if they Wrath me. Well, that's not a Wrath. That is true. Oh no, mismatching artworks because my 3 steps is not full art. Although even if the 3 steps was full art, it would just give me like the same art but full art instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So do this. Do this. Could have maybe played Greenshell this turn, but I don't really want to do that. I'm just gonna do this. Three. Ouroboroid. I guess I'll keep that on top. And play an on-tap play in this turn, just so I can get in a little bit more damage. Okay, question. How concerning is this Overlord of the Mistmoors? I would say not the most concerning, but I mean, it's not nothing, right? Like, it is something. Yeah, I don't care about that. Are they just dead this turn? I think they are, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play 9, 10, 11. Ah, come back! I was just trying to do math, man. How does one measure a flea? Like, what exactly are you measuring about the flea? You know? I have to know. Adagia. How's our Kona matchup? I mean, we probably go over the top of Kona. Okay, that's not Kona. This is Synthesizer, probably. I mean, double Ouroboroid is not exactly what I want against them. We need a Riddler. We need the Rizzler. Okay. I mean, it's not great, but I guess we can just play the Ouroboroid this turn. Alternative is like Warp the Vocalist and then Portal the Lookout, which I don't think I like that much, so I guess we'll just do this. Not really the best start, but I mean, we can have a good turn next turn. Just running it back? Yeah, I think so. Again, same thing. I could go Vocalist Portal. Actually, maybe that is a better line. Just hardcast Vocalist and then Portal the Lookout. I don't want to save the Vocalist, though. Yeah, let's do that instead. It's not like the greatest use of our Splash Portal, but we do get a card and 2 more lands out of it, which is not that bad. Don't really have a lot going on, though. Need to find a green shell. I need the turtle. Turtle Crossing. Yep. Think you want a one-of Doppelgang? I mean, a one-of Doppelgang sounds kind of interesting, but I think you have enough other stuff to use your mana on. But like for games that go super long, like against Control, for example, having a Doppelgang as like a super big top-end threat might not be the worst. 5, 6, 7 mana. So we just look out Ouroboroid. Yeah, it might be win more. Maybe unnecessary. Ouroboroid! Plants and turtles. Oh yeah, I mean the Doppelgang would be sick here. I could copy, Lookout, Ouroboroid, Aurosite, kill this, get back the Ouroboroid. Like, Doppelgang would be really nice here. I mean, it's only a one-of, right? You wouldn't play more than one copy. It would just be a one-of for situations where you just basically go through your entire deck. And then you eventually find it. I'm a little bit scared about that. Especially if they have another Perilous Snare. Oh, well that's worse. That could be 2 Perilous Snares. This seems not ideal. Really need a turtle. Turtle! It's not even close. Alright, well, here's my shit. Go. I think we're probably gonna lose this turn. I would imagine. The good news is that we can always just draw a Riddler and then immediately be back in the game. But kind of has to be a Riddler at this point. I think we're just dead if they have the crystal. Yeah, we're just dead if they have crystal. Which I assume they do. Alright. So let's go the Fungusy Impact counter spells. Annul. We have to cut 8 cards against them. I guess maybe this is an elf out type of matchup. Yeah, I mean, elf or maybe this is not an Ouroboroid matchup. I could buy that. And then I was thinking about cutting Beastbinder, but Beastbinder seems good at locking down Synthesizer. So I think I want to keep the Beastbinders. Pretty sure I want to keep all the counter spells. Maybe like 1 Beastbinder, 1 Entrancer could go. Strike is mid? What's strike? You mean 3 steps? Oh, you mean stroke is mid. I guess it's just Battlefront, right? So we can do that. Keep in the Beastbinder, maybe? Let's try that. Okay. I can work with this. I can work with this. I would imagine that a lot of the gameplay, or like the sequencing in this matchup, is just try to scam a Riddler early and then hold up mana for counterspells after that. I think that's like our best plan against them, because like I'm not going to say that we can't win going long, because we certainly have a lot of late game, but like they can just kill us in one shot with the crystal, and it's not really easy for us to also do that. Well, if you insist. It's almost like I called that. That is fine. I was really hoping this wouldn't happen. Oh, no. We just gamble on drawing a land here. Let me put it this way. I think that if I miss a land drop this turn, I kind of just lose the game anyways. So I think we just have to YOLO. Like, if I go Beastbinder past, they just get to resolve a Synthesizer, and then what do I do? Then I'm in a position where I have to, like, kill the Synthesizer, let them resolve the thing. Like, I just have to do it. Easy land. Well, I drew a land. I did draw a land. I certainly drew a land. Okay. I guess I don't really care that they resolved that, to be fair. Okay, now we just do this. It does do a good job at answering the Beastbinder. When they tap that? Another Sawblades, maybe? I think I'm not going to fight over this. Because if I fight, they just have the Braided Net anyways. Yeah, this is fine. Save that. Okay. It's not terrible. plays around Spell Pierce. This is slightly more mana efficient, though. I don't think mana efficiency matters that much, though. Because I think if I draw a land, I'm probably just going to tap out next turn. That's, like, really awkward, isn't it? All right, I'm holding one more. Yeah, maybe that was the line, is just, like, seed ship one of the Saw Blades to get a lander, and that would give me land 5. Maybe that was the line a couple turns ago. Especially with the counterspell in hand, like, I kind of already had the Battlefront covered. So that may have been a better approach this. But, not sure. Weird game. No, you shall not pass. All right, land me. Land my ass, please. Thank you. Gotta be Greenshell first, right? Turtle! The turtle has arrived. Alright, how do you possibly defeat my turtle? Yeah, Growth Spiral would be nice in this deck. Okay. Good news is we can kill the Perilous Snare. And, like, we can have a really big turn next turn. Wow. That's shocking. I guess it's not that shocking, because I do have to spend 5 mana on the Riddler. So I kind of get it, but... Okay, well, what if I told you I didn't have to spend 5 mana on the Riddler? Okay, so let's go... If 6... 1, 2... 3... 4, 5... So that's probably my turn, is Impact, Riddler, Portal. So I think we should just warp first. See where that goes. And now the question is, do we kill the Repurposing Bay or the Simulacrum Synthesizer? I would argue they're both just as problematic. I think probably Repurposing Bay is a little bit more threatening. Ooh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, if I Vocalist, I can't Vocalist Portal and Impact, so I'm just gonna go Portal, Impact. Yeah, I think we killed the Bay here. I think that is more important. Oh, I hadn't realized that I did not play a land this turn. But I think I'm still going to save the Vocalist. Because this only gives me 2 triggers, but if I save the Vocalist for next... Well... Yeah, I'm going to save the Vocalist for next turn. Because I can just have a much better turn if I, like, save it for next turn, have all of my mana, then go Vocalist, into Lookout, stuff like that, you know? Like, there's a lot more, more degenerate stuff I can do next turn. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. Kind of forget about that card. Yeah, I kind of forget about that card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10... So I guess Riddler hold up counterspell. I don't think it would have been helpful that turn, but something worth considering is declining land from Turtle. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. The Rizzler. The Rizzler. I mean, I just want to hold up Counterspell. Issue is they do have the Braided Net, which they can activate this turn. So that's kind of unfortunate. It's going to be a tough one. I think I'm ahead, but it's really hard to say. You ever just want to go back? Ah! Not my Rizzler! You fucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still have 9 mana. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so hold on. I'm just gonna warp it all, right? Yeah, warp, cast this. And then Rizzler for 3 cards. And then if I find a portal, we can kind of pop off, because I can still portal the Riddler. It's not bad either, right? I wonder if I was supposed to save the Lookout for next turn with the Greenshell. But I mean, next turn I have enough mana now that I can just go Greenshell into Vocalist. Right? Because this would be 5. I can actually go Greenshell into Vocalist into Riddler. Should be nice. How many lands did I put into play? 4? Right? 4, and then I played land for turn, so 5. Because the Vocalist gave 2 on each of these. Yeah, so 5. He lost a game paycheck and got a 1-game suspension. I did see that. I did watch that clip. he just fucking spat on him. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Okay. The Seed Ship. Okay, shell my ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we have 6 left over. Play this. I mean, the Doppelgang would be kind of nice here, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're not in a bad spot, though. Attack. Your turn. Alright, surely this is good enough, right? This has got to be good enough. Okay. I mean, I could beat that. I think. Should be able to beat that. Wait a minute, I don't know what that does. Whenever an opponent casts a spell during their turn, they can't attack you or planeswalkers. Each opponent who attacked you or planeswalker control this turn can't cast spells. So it doesn't... Well... No, it doesn't do anything, right? Because I can just find a Greenshell and kill it. So I don't think that card does anything. Because as long as I find, not a green shell, as long as I find a fungus, then I can just kill it before combat. So, I don't think that does anything. I mean, I guess it does something if I can't find a fungus, but... It turns out I can find a fungus to trigger. Oh... You're right, it is a trigger. That I did not think about. Shit. Okay, well, we can't kill them then. I can kill the glyph on their turn? I didn't realize it was a trigger. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, it's fine. I'm just going to find a counter spell and then, you know, pass. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, do this. To be a little bit careful about decking, but I just want to find, like, one more counter spell to make sure I have everything covered. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I'll just kill you next turn. Alright. I passed turn with 4 counter spells in hand. 3, sorry, 3. You fool! Alright, I think we're good. I think we are good. Why not more modes? Just no reason to. What do you do? It's just like a big bozo, right? Oh, but it makes synthesizer tokens. So I guess it's a little bit more than a big bozo. We're still fine, right? Please tell me we're still fine. Oh, it's not big bozos because it's a 2-mana artifact. Right, okay. Yeah. I forgot it was only a 2-mana artifact. How many entrancers do I have left? I have 2. Okay. And I have 8 cards in my library, so I can just draw my whole deck. So draw the whole deck, tap their homies, and then we're fine. Sure, I guess. I know I'm not doing this in the best order, but it doesn't really matter. Because I'm just going to draw my whole deck. Actually, streamer, did you know that you should be casting your spells in the other order? I wonder if they think I'm going to deck. I'm not going to do that. I promise you I'm not going to deck. I can assure you I will not deck. Alright, chat. Reminder, do not draw a card. I repeat, do not draw a card. Whatever you do, don't draw a card. Do not draw a card. Don't do it. Do not draw. Can we draw a card? No. No. You can resolve a bunch of Fecund Greenshell triggers, but... Whoa. What if we drew a card as a treat? I may have considered drawing the draw card if somebody gifted 5. I think this hand's good. Does the 9 of Spades draw a card? I mean, in some universes it probably does, but... Not in this game. Maybe in Balatro. Alright, yo, Arena, I'm gonna need you to, give me a 3rd land, please. That's not exactly what I was asking for. Not like this, man. Please, not like this. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, 07s. 07s. I mean, funny enough, this actually isn't that bad for us, but... Okay. Now the question is, do we hold up mana? Is 2 Beastbinders enough? I mean, the alternative is playing a 1/2, so it's probably enough. Yeah, alright, I'll pass. I think passing is good if we draw 2 more lands. Because then once we use the counter spells, then we can also start doing stuff. See, now the shitty thing is, I can't even counter a Battlefront anyways, which is their best card, and they've already gone through 2 of them. So I think now is a good opportunity to play Lookout. Because I can't counter a Wrath anyways. You know, like if I do nothing and they cast Day of Judgment, then it's pretty bad. So I might as well just play a spell at that point. It's unfortunate. Okay. So, attack. I guess we just cycle a portal to hit a land drop. And then play this. I guess I should seed ship this now. And then hold up Annul. This is going to be close. If they give us a good target for Annul this turn, then I think we're okay. Can you think about a card that puts a card into hand? Yeah, Stock Up doesn't draw a card. Stock Up is acceptable. This fucking thing. It's a 5/3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so do this. I wasn't planning on attacking anyways. Huge. Well, now I just hold up all my mana. And then we can try to trade Entrancer for this stupid thing. Morgul! Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for using that Twitch Prime. No ads for you. Can we get some Doom hypes in the chat for our new Twitch Prime sub, please and thank you? Any Doom hypes? Alright, I mean, this worked out pretty well. All things considered. No attacks. Makes sense. Ooh, okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Greenshell into Warp. Yeah, Greenshell into Warp, because I don't want to attack anyways. Take action. How concerned are we about these lands? I mean, I guess at some point we should consider it, but Because this can start copying what artifacts? Yeah, they can start copying the Aurosite. That's pretty bad for me. Star Charts would go kind of nutty in this deck. Yeah, it would literally just be Demonic Tutor. I wonder what you could play Star Charts over, because that would be kind of cool. The no Greenshell, huh? Yeah, I mean, at least the copy is legendary, so it's not that bad for us. At what point do we just try and race them? Like, I could just attack them for 8 and hold up Annul. They do have the Relic, though, so they get to Relic to lock down the Vinestalk for a turn, which kind of sucks. Yeah. I guess we just keep casting spells here. Do 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 do. Clifftop Lookout. Oh wait, no, I should have targeted the Entrancer. I'm stupid. Yeah, why didn't I target the Entrancer? That was dumb. Because I could have just drawn 4 cards. That was bad. Yeah, I'm dumb. Oh, that was bad. I should have targeted the Entrancer. As soon as I did it, I realized it. Yeah, that was stupid. F. Look, I'm allowed to make mistakes, okay? I'm not perfect. And you already know that. I just saw a spider crawl across my desk and now I'm kind of freaking out. I don't know where it went. If you see me at some point this stream and I just like jump out of my chair, you know what happened, okay? I could become Spider-Man. Lore accurate. I can't let you have that. Absolutely not. Might get a Spider-Man secret lair. You can't be mad that I had a counterspell, man. I've drawn like 10 extra cards this game, alright? Come on. Yeah, this is how they advertise the Spider-Man set. They just send the Pinkertons to, like, put a bunch of, they just send the Pinkertons with a thing of spiders to your home, or whatever. The best part about this is now they can't even, they couldn't even, well, they sacked the thing anyways, but I was going to say they couldn't use the relic on the land because they were tapped out, but I think I found a way to win this game. Hold! Is Cryogen Relic the best card from EOE? No, you're looking at it right now. Starfield Vocalist. Okay. What's the plan, Stan? What's the plan, Stan? I don't know how they beat 2 Vinestalks next turn. I mean, I'm going for it. I did not come here to not go for it. Alright, spider is dead. I killed it. It's dead. I think. I hope it's dead. I saw it fly, so I'm just gonna assume that it's dead. We are no longer becoming Spider-Man. Yeah, dude, the Vinestalks have been nice. Can we get some 07s in the chat for the spider? Pay our respects.